Hi everyone, Ted Moss here. Here today with Manny from Express Janitorial. They're a professional commercial cleaning company. Hi Manny, how are you?
I'm fine, Ted. How are you?
I couldn't be better. I tell you this, I love your company. I love your culture. And most people think of a cleaning company as, something that they just kind of have to do. But I mean, really, you guys are very professional, and you build a good team. And one of the things we're going to talk about today is your onboarding process.
Yeah.
I have a background in a previous life of doing background checks for companies.
Okay.
And I know that's super important because we're not looking to hire perfect people, but we want to make sure that, we're not hiring Charles Manson, right? So there's criminal background checks and drug testing and different aspects to that. What does your process look like for the employee who might want to join you, and then for the employer who wants to know, what kind of team you're putting together?
Okay. So that's a two-part question.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants to hire the perfect employee. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
who doesn't? They're hard to find. A lot of times you have to find them, develop them, and groom them to where you want. Unless you're getting somebody that's coming on board that's got great experience, which we do get a lot of people with experience. And all that being said, it's super important, very important.
So what do you guys do? What's part of the hiring process? If I'm a new employee, what can I expect?
Okay, so we run ads um, in a variety of different locations on social media, through the paper, through local publications, and word of mouth, and that's how we find our people. Most of our applicants are referral because our employees have such a nice experience at our company. So we're getting a lot of employee referrals, and with all that being said, we're constantly hiring, we're constantly looking for the right people and to grow our business.
And am I gonna, is there gonna be a background check or something like that involved? How does that work?
Definitely. So once we onboard you, we have an onboarding specialist in our company whose primary job is just employment, hiring, and looking for people. Um, as our staff is growing, there's things that we do that protect our clients, such as background checks, drug testing on request. Those are things that we do. We wouldn't let an employee touch foot in your facility without a background check. Okay, it's very important. So, with all that being said, that's our process. Um, this process comes after a face-to-face interview. We in today's world, especially the coronavirus world, I mean, we're interviewing over the phone, and then we're meeting in person, face-to-face.
Okay, cool.
To get a feel for these people and to move along the hiring process. It's a little tricky now because we're unable to meet face to face, so we're Zooming, we're FaceTiming that way in today's present day.
Like you and I are doing here, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it works out good. I think that's great because, having a background in the employment screening industry, I know that it's an important thing for every employer to want to know who's coming into their facility. And that kind of dovetails with what we talked before. Your employees are part of their family, part of their team, and you present them with the right candidate that you've interviewed and qualified and done a background check on. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
If
and,
I'm
all the results aren't great either. So,
right, yeah. So they're not. It's a process to get the right person, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then it's ongoing. Once you've really just screened that person, but then what you're trying to do is, as you said, groom them and train them as you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because we want to place our people in these facilities. And the main thing with our business is we have to match the facility with the people.
Yeah.
Not everybody can clean your facility. There's reasons why they can't clean it. They might be afraid to be in there. It might be too far from their house, or it might be too much work. So there's a lot of things that help us match our employment with our facilities.
Excellent.
They go hand in hand.
And if I'm an employee, I can even fill out a request online to get an interview or have you call me about a job too.
Yes.
On the website. Yeah.
Yeah. You can come to our website. There's a link there that takes you directly to an application process. And that's just another vehicle for us to hire people.
Okay. Well, that's great. That's a lot of great information, I think, for both the applicant and for the employer. Appreciate your time today, Manny. If you'd like to know more, go to expressjanitorial.com or call the number on the screen or fill out a request online to get interviewed. Thanks again, Manny.
Thanks for having me, Ted.
All right, cool.